It's a great dining experience. You are getting a really fresh cut steak every time you come to the Como Steakhouse. But I think finally, and most important is, you're getting a lot of bang for your money. You really are. I mean, you're getting a great meal for your money.
To get to that great meal, you might have to drive a little ways, but good things do come to those who wait. Just ask Richard King and Gary May. They're the third owners of the popular Como Steakhouse, which first opened back in 1988.
The gentleman that opened it up was a gentleman named Paul Beavers, and Paul actually worked for the butcher shop, and he went to him and asked if he could consider maybe putting in a steakhouse of his own. And they said, certainly, as long as it's within an hour's drive of our nearest butcher shop. And so, long and short of it, he did his demographics. Como was wet at that time, and Senatobia, Tate County, was not wet. And he just thought that, a nice wine and a good steak, people will come. And he was right, he was.
And come they have. Because of its popularity, you might have to wait a little to get a table at this bustling business.
I have customers that will call me and ask me what the wait's going to be, and I really have a hard time giving them an accurate answer. But we only take reservations for parties of 8 or more on Friday and Saturday nights. And usually the wait time is not much more than 30 minutes, although I've seen those nights where you had to wait an hour or longer.
It is worth the wait because of the juicy steak.
All of our steaks are hand cut, which is so unusual today. Most steakhouses are buying their steaks pre-cut. And we cut all of our own steaks. Every steak we have, we pre-cut. Even the bone-in ribeye, the cowboy cut as they call it in some places. They've been aged 27 days before we get them, and we hand cut them that day. We're grilling that steak on a charcoal open pit grill. Not too many steakhouses are using an open pit grill. There's not very many out there that are doing that. And that open pit really does help to give a tremendous amount of flavor to your steaks. So I think those two things in particular really distinguish us from other steakhouses.
Flavor-wise and by charcoal and gas, you really don't get no flavor with gas. The charcoal get a little more flavor with it.
So, and we go through anywhere from about 500 to 600 pounds of charcoal a week.
Got all those steaks over there, and I've ordered a medium, which is pink in the center, and it's always that way. I don't know how in the world he does it, really don't. And he's cooking. I can't cook 4 steaks the way people want it. I don't know how he does it.
It's part of the entire dining experience that you get here. Is you see, you ask yourself, man, how is that guy cooking all those steaks and getting them all the right way? And it really is a show to see. And if you've never seen it, it's an experience.
I wonder how that guy knows exactly how to cook his steak, but he does.
I just been doing a lot of years, and I love cooking. And it's just in me because I'm married with a lady and she can't cook, so I do all the cooking at home.
Patrons have been known to drive for hours to get a bite of the perfectly cooked steaks at the Como Steakhouse.
It's about the 4th, 5th year we've been down here. We were coming back from Mallard Point one time, was looking for a place to eat. The lady said there's a good steakhouse here. Told us where it's at. We'd come down there and eat. We've been coming down here ever since.
Como Steakhouse couldn't make it if it was just dependent on, it's local. We have to have people from Oxford, from Tunica, from Clarksdale, from Memphis, from Germantown. I had a couple 2 weeks ago that literally drove all the way from Jackson because they'd heard about us. And they came, they ate, and then they drove all the way back to Jackson, I feel like I ought to comp their meals and they do that, but I can't do that, So you ought to see the to-go boxes that end up going out of here on Friday and Saturdays, not Saturday nights. They can't eat all the food we're giving them,
Best steak I've ever had. It's awesome.
But it's more than the steaks that continues to attract customers to this restaurant, housed inside a 125-year-old former mercantile store.
The servers and the atmosphere, you can't underestimate how important they are at this restaurant. Really, you can't, because without that, it's just another steak. You can go to a lot of steakhouses and have a lot of steaks, but the servers and the atmosphere make the restaurant.
People want to drive to the Como Steakhouse. Number one, if you've been here, you're going to get a great dining experience. And number two, you want to go home and tell a friend or tell a couple. you know, and all of a sudden they want to all get in the car and come to Como to eat at the Como Steakhouse. So it's the whole evening experience of coming to Como, visiting our stores, visiting our retail shops, our antique stores, the art gallery, dining at the Como Steakhouse, taking in the entire Como, to be honest with you. It is a really, really nice evening. It is.